Hi, I'm Suzanne Salhaney. I play Caroline on Cobra Kai Season 3, Episode 1, and you are now listening to the Karate Kid Fanatics Podcast.
How are you? How are you doing?
I'm good, honey. How are you?
Pretty good.
Good. I'm going to have to probably keep these on every once in a while so I can see. When you get to be my age, you got to have these.
Yeah, I have to wear them too most of the time.
Oh, okay. I love all your posters.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, how did you get the audition for Cobra Kai, and how long did that kind of take to figure out that you got the part?
Well, actually, it was kind of quick. I was out of town taking care of my ill mother, and so I had actually booked out, meaning we're not taking any auditions for the time.
Yeah.
And it just so happened that my agent had sent me a message and said, no, this is, you really need to figure out how to do this one. It's Cobra Kai. I said, okay. So I scrambled, ran to my niece's house, used my cell phone, which I typically don't do. As you can see, I have a professional audition room. So typically I like to do it there. But yeah, I did it with my niece, and I got home maybe 3 or 4 days later and got the call that I had booked it. And it really quick, which is not, it's kind of rare to have that happen.
Yeah.
So.
Can you remember what scene it was that you were having to do for the audition?
Yes, it was the hospital scene where Johnny comes in and he's all banged up, and he's trying to get past me so that he can see one of the characters who had fallen,
Yeah.
So.
So was it a one-day shoot for your two scenes?
It was. It actually was 3 scenes, and we ended up. I think the 3rd scene got cut because it was just more facial expressions. But yeah, it was a really long day. We were pretty early, and I didn't leave until after maybe 9 o'clock that night.
What was it like to work with Billy for that?
Oh God, it was amazing. He's just iconic. He's very down to earth. A lot of times you can go on set and feel that you are kind of down here and the A-list actor is up here, but they really do make you feel comfortable. And we played around with the scene several times. The actual "come on, be a bad girl" was not in the script. So that was improvised. That was kind of cool. Yeah.
So were you familiar with Cobra Kai Karate Kid before booking the role, or?
Absolutely. I mean, my kids grew up on Karate Kid, and I watched season 1 and 2, and you can't really call your agent and say, can you pitch me for this? It's just not cool to do that. But, I thought that would be a really fun piece. Yeah. It's a great set. They treat you really, really well, from, the big 3, John, Hayden, and Josh, who are the directors and creators, to everybody on the set. They make you feel very welcome.
What was it like getting to be at that rap party for season 3?
Oh, that was a lot of fun. I brought a buddy of mine just because, it'd be nice to have somebody hang out with. Everybody was there. Ralph and Billy, and of course the big 3, and pretty much everybody in the first couple episodes. So it was kind of cool. And then, we just all mingled and talked about everything. And the creators had come up to me and said, hey, we just edited your scene. It looks really great. Because, we kind of cross our fingers that nothing ends up on the floor. So yeah, it was really, really nice.
So how'd you get into acting initially?
Well, when I was a little girl, I was a dancer. So I always wanted to be in that world, dancing, acting. I can't sing, so I can't say it was really musically inclined. But and I did a little bit when I was younger, and then I grew up, had kids and marriage and divorce, and once my kids were grown, I said, I'm going to go back into what I love, and it really has been amazing. It's been very surreal.
So, what is your favorite project to work on so far?
Honestly, this one. I think it was just
Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai, because it's such an iconic show with people like, Ralph and William Zabka, and, the original cast with Elizabeth Shue, and, I mean, how can you not get goosebumps just thinking
Yeah.
about it? You know, especially something that you know, was such an amazing show back in the 80s. I
Yeah.
did Dynasty. I did the pilot for Dynasty, which was also an iconic show back in the 70s, late 70s, early 80s. So watching that and then being able to come back on that was really cool as well. But this probably so far, I think because everyone was so amazing to work with and the buzz has been incredible. It's exciting.
This was your second Netflix show though, right?
It was, yes, actually I had booked, Teenage Bounty Hunters in the same week.
Okay.
I actually did turn off my messages, but they're coming in anyway. My daughter's, my
Yeah.
daughter's watching it right now. Hey, Andy. So yes, Teenage Bounty Hunters, which came out last June. So I had booked back to back that pilot, which is obviously Netflix, as well as Kai. But at the time, we didn't know it was Netflix until I think last April was when they picked it up.
So what was it like? Were you worried about season 3 not coming out because there was such a big delay between, you know, it coming out or anything?
No, we had all been in contact with each other, which is another reason that I was so psyched about this. Working with these people, you know, I'm on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook with them. And so they keep us updated, and they had sent out a message that, you know, hey, this was going to be out in the spring. And then with pandemic and everything, and then being picked up by Netflix, pardon me, it was cool because they started marketing, you know, seasons 1 and 2 again to kind of get that buzz going. And then in summer, we heard, oh, it was going to be in the fall. And then we got a message that it was January. So I really wasn't worried.
Yeah. So you saw it on YouTube before it hit Netflix?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. 1 and 2
season 1,
not
2, yeah.
season 3, just 1 and 2. Yeah. Yeah.
Have you seen all the original movies?
Oh, yes. It's been a long time. It's been a really long time. Yeah.
Who do you want to come back that hadn't came back yet?
You know, Elizabeth Shue coming back was amazing.
Yeah.
Maybe Hillary, I don't know. We never know what's going to happen, so it's really cool that you know, we're actually left in the dark, so it's a surprise to us too.
Yeah.
It's just as exciting. Yeah.
So did you get the script for your whole episode or just your scene?
Just this, we call them the sides, so they don't really give out the entire script. So yeah, we just got the sides, but they were, like I said, a little bit different. And you know, Billy's really a hoot. He's so much fun to work with.
Yeah.
And so I was a little stunned when he said, "Come on, be a bad girl." I kind of, you know, had the deer in headlight look. But you know, as an actor, you're trained just to keep on going. You don't want to mess up the scene. So yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah. So if you could be in any movie of any time period, what would it be?
Oh my gosh, you have great questions. You know, when I call them the olden days, it's a lot older than you, of course, but
Yeah.
I think the movies from the 40s, the 30s and 40s were just amazing. You know, movies like Breakfast at Tiffany's and, you know, the 50s or even the 60s, really cool era.
Do you have any upcoming projects that you can talk about?
I have a couple right now, but I can't talk about them I can't disclose anything because I've signed NDAs. So, but I'll keep you updated.
Yeah. Cool.
Yep.
So when it comes to Cobra Kai, are you Team Miyagi-Do or Team Cobra Kai?
You know, I've gone back and forth with that. So, I love them both, so I can't really decide which one. I know I get asked that question all the time.
Well, I mean, have you seen all through season 3?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Well, I mean, kind of at the end they're together though, so I mean.
Exactly. You know, that's what you want.
It's kind of that combination.
Right. And you know, when you watch the original Karate Kid and the interesting dynamics between Ralph and Billy, and then they all of a sudden start coming together. That's what I really thought was cool. You know, everybody was rooting for both. Maybe not everybody. I was. I wanted them to be both together, and I really want Billy to get back together with his son and mend that relationship. It's really important. So, you know, that's really close to my heart.
So, what are some shows you've binged since the whole pandemic?
Been in since the pandemic?
Yeah. Now, what
I
shows have you like
haven't filmed
been
it.
watching?
I haven't filmed anything during the pandemic yet. I've been on hold for, you know, a few shows. But those haven't even come out yet. So right now it's just, I'm doing a ton of auditioning. It's getting busy, but they really, for some of the projects I've done, they haven't come out yet.
So what's some stuff you watched during quarantine?
Oh my God. I have to laugh because I binge watched, everything that was on. I just got done with my Bridgerton, which is one of my favorites. Schitt's Creek, you know, obviously. Dead to Me. I'd be embarrassed to tell you how many it was.
Yeah, that's all. I watched a ton too.
Yeah.
What was it like to work on Sid Root's It's Supernatural?
Oh, that was interesting. That was a long time ago. You know, it's a faith-based show, which I love. And again, everybody involved there was really wonderful. I think I must have worked on it 3 or 4 times, I think 4 times in different roles, of course. So it was nice. It's a little different than being on a big set like a movie or you know, even Cobra Kai. But everybody's very, I still see a lot of the people that I worked with. So that was really nice.
Yeah. How like is it hard for you to like try to transition from having to play like another type of, you know, because like haven't you played like other like type of like religions and stuff like that too?
Yes, actually, I for some reason get called. I'm Middle Eastern,
Yeah.
Lebanese, so I get called in a lot for what they call Mensa now, but I get called in a lot for those types of scenes, whether they're Middle Eastern, whether they're Saudi Arabian. I played a Muslim. I think I played a Muslim wife in a movie called Papa, and then I've done a couple other episodes, I think, of Supernatural that was Muslim as well, with the whole niqab on, and so it's interesting.
Yeah. Let's see. So, what is your favorite show like to watch right now?
There's so many of them. I love The Resident. I
Yeah.
enjoy watching that. Yeah, Grey's Anatomy is still one of my favorites from years ago. There's so many, but I've been really binging a lot on the Netflix, so that's why I went back to the Bridgerton, because that's an amazing cast. There was another one, and I just finished it, and I just drew a blank on it, but it's with Joey from Friends, and I watched several of those episodes as well. But that was out, I think, probably 2011, but I went back and watched a lot that, you know, we've had a lot of time on our hands over this last year, so yeah. Plus, I work out of the house, so I'm here quite often, and I can do everything from my desk, and I've got a TV in here as well, so it's rolling all the time.
Yeah, you sell real estate too, right?
I do. I'm actually a real estate broker. I own a small brokerage firm, and I've been in business about 28 years. So, you know, I've done real estate a long time, but acting is my passion. But I can sell a house and do a TV show at the same time. So it's great. Yeah. We all
How's
have to
that
have
been, like, with the whole
as
pandemic?
Dustin Hoffman. I'm sorry?
How's
Say
that
that
been
again?
going with the whole pandemic and everything? How has all that
Oh,
been
let's
going, you know, with the pandemic going on?
Yeah, it's been an interesting ordeal with, I think right at the beginning, people were more skeptical about leaving their homes, you know, gloves and masks and everything. And probably for the first 3 or 4 months, it was very quiet for me. And then all of a sudden, it just got crazy over the summer and fall and into this year. But, you know, everybody's cautious and careful, but, you know, I have an assistant that works for me that does my open houses. I still won't do those yet, but
Yeah.
I do the property. Yeah, I'm careful.
Did you
Have you been doing?
get to keep
Are you
any of your
okay with
wardrobe, or
everything?
did they make you give it all back?
Oh,
Oh,
they make you
yeah,
give it
pretty
back.
good. I mean, yeah, I figured so. They say Cobra Kai is like the most strict on that, like of any show too.
Well, I was in Scrubs,
Yeah,
so I didn't care if I've been on other
yeah, it's
shows where
nothing
I
special.
actually, yeah. I think there was a show several years ago where I really fell in love with the sweater that I had on, and they said, you know what, we're not going to use it again. You can have it. So it's like,
Yeah.
yay, score. That was fun.
What was your favorite part of season 3?
Oh, when Allie came back.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I actually got teary-eyed because I thought this is so cool. You know, how many years later? This is the 80s and now it's 2021 and they're all coming back together. I was really excited to see the dynamic between, Ralph and William when she came back, and that same old, I'm going to beat you up because you were with her. And it's kind of
yeah,
fun. Kind of laugh and cry at the same time.
yeah. I was surprised they got her back. I didn't think she was gonna come back.
We had no idea, and I asked, but they're not going to tell us. They want us
Yeah,
to keep it quiet. Yeah. But
yeah.
actually,
I heard like they didn't even know if they were gonna get her back when like they did the Facebook thing at the end of season 2. They weren't even sure if they were gonna be able to get her back or not.
right. I think sometimes they may know, they're just not going to tell you. They want to keep that
Yeah,
unknown, Yeah. I was just looking at some of the messages. I guess I can scroll down.
oh yeah, you can or scroll up either way.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. Yeah, there's so many people that love this show, and it's so cool.
Yeah. So what is Teenage Bounty Hunters about?
Oh, it's an interesting show. I think they decided not to bring it back. It's a couple of girls who are bounty hunters, and they get connected with this guy, and it's kind of a funny little program. And then you've got one of the girls who's trying to date this one guy, and his name is Miles Evans, really cool young gentleman. That's who I did my scene with, and they were at a date at a bargain hall, which is like a Costco. So that's when I went in and kind of looked at them, trying to sell them a patio set,
Yeah,
and they, excuse me, we're on a
yeah,
date. It's like, really? That director was really cool to work with too, because he let me do a little bit of improv and play. So that's an actor's dream, to be able to get on set and
yeah.
that's a lot of fun.
So was your scene in Cobra Kai shot on a soundstage, or was that at an actual hospital?
No, it was something they had built. It's like a little warehouse.
Yeah. So is that the only set that you got to visit while you were there? I'm sure it's probably going really fast, like they were
Oh yeah, it
trying to
is,
get
because
through it.
once we get to set, the first thing they do is put us in our trailer, feed us, give us whatever we need. We go over our contracts, and if there's any last minute changes, they let us know. It just so happened that day, I remember that there was a mix up in the schedule. So we actually didn't film right away. It was almost,
Yeah.
I want to say 5 or maybe 6 hours later. So we had an opportunity to congregate together and chat with other actors that were there from Atlanta, which was nice. And that's why we ended up filming until
Yeah.
almost 8, 9 o'clock that
Did
night.
Yeah, because I heard something about like I don't know if they shot Johnny's scene where he like busted his head open, or like the guy that was originally supposed to do that couldn't make it or something. So
Yes. So that's when Johnny went in, hit his head on the big towel thing, and then came back into my scene where he was bleeding on my paper. I don't know if you noticed that. If you look down, it's my hands, and then I look up and I see him. And that's basically what they wanted was, I guess I need a doctor kind of thing, you said. And I'm
yeah,
thinking, really, they're going to come try to do this again.
Yeah.
I just was not going to let them get in to see Miguel. So
Yeah.
yeah, that was actually really
Did
fun.
you did you get to meet Jolo who plays Miguel?
I did not. He was not there. No. So really, it was just William Zabka and myself, and then the 3 creators of the show, directors. You know, all the sound guys, makeup people, and it was kind of in more of an intimate setting. It was kind of cool. Not that I wouldn't have loved to meet, you know, Tyler and the rest of the gang, but yeah, it was us.
So what is your favorite, like, how do you rank the Karate Kid movies from worst to best?
Oh, that's hard. I love them all. And actually, I really love, you know, the one that Jaden Smith was in.
Yeah, the remake. Yeah, it's pretty good. If they would have called it Kung Fu Kid, everybody would have loved it way more, I feel like.
Yeah, it was really good. I mean, I loved all the Karate Kids. I've seen them many, many times. You know, my kids grew up in that time, so they really liked it too. But yeah, for some reason, it was just I like Taraji. She's really cool. And Jaden I mean, he just did an amazing job as a young man.
Yeah.
So, and I think both his parents were executive producers, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that was a high budget movie.
Yes, absolutely. So yeah, I like them all. They keep you on your toes.
Yeah. What do you think about Terry Silver possibly coming back?
I think that'd be kind of cool. You know, I just love anybody coming back. You know,
Yeah.
I want to come back.
Yeah. There's definitely a possibility with the way Johnny's crazy, so.
I know. I have it in my own brain of, you know, writing my own scenes of how I would come back and who I would.
Yeah.
Obviously Caroline, but you know, hashtag bring Caroline back. So.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I love all of your posters you have. Those are so cool.
Yeah, I got
I'm just
yours.
looking around your room.
I couldn't get it right there, but
oh,
yeah, I was trying to fit them all
you.
in here, but there's only so so much you can get in the shot, but
Oh, I bet. That's cool. That's really cool.
Someone asked, "How do you feel about Chosen coming back in a 3rd season?"
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool too. I love it. Bring us all back.
What do you think? Do you think Hilary Swank will come back?
That's what I've been hoping for. That's why I mentioned it earlier, you know.
Yeah.
With Elizabeth Shue coming back and Hillary coming back, I mean, you know, that would be awesome. And I think there's a lot of people out there that are hoping for that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a possibility. I mean, because, you know, Miyagi taught her too, so.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And her and
God
Daniel
rest
would have to have met.
Yeah, it would be nice for everybody to come back. It's just like old homecoming, you know. It's a family, and that's one thing about, you know, a lot of the actors we've talked about. No matter how big or small your scene is, it's Cobra Kai family. You're always going to be a part of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's always.
I just want. Yeah, I mean, because like the thing about the Cobra Kai, like even like the one episode, they influence sometimes the whole rest of the episode. Like,
Oh, I was just sending a message.
oh, no problem.
Just saying hello to everybody. So nice to everybody to join in. Sorry,
Yeah.
guys, I have my glasses on so I can read all your wonderful comments. Yeah. So this is so cool, everything that you've been doing.
Huh?
I said it's great, everything you've been doing, interviewing everyone.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to get in as many as I can. So.
Well, I'm sure that you will be able to connect. Who have you connected with so far?
Let's see. I interviewed Michael from the Next Karate Kid. From Cobra Kai, I've interviewed Matt Lewis, Rick Perez. I can't even remember now. Like I've had like 8 or 9 interviews. Like I'd have to look at the thing, but I've interviewed a few people. So just trying to keep them going.
Yeah, Rick is a buddy. He's great. We've had a lot of fun. We were able to hang out at the wrap party with he and Susan Gallagher, who play Homeless Lynn.
Yeah. I'm gonna be probably interviewing her in the next couple months. She's just busy with filming right now. I don't know what she's filming, but
Yeah, she actually is in Atlanta. I just got a message on Facebook, so she kind of goes back and forth between her main house and now here. So
yeah.
How do you feel about Chris coming back? Oh, amazing.
Yeah. What is your what's your biggest theory for season 4?
Oops, I think I lost you somewhere here. Hold on a second. I was trying to post something and then it just went away. So sorry about that.
No problem.
As far as season 4, well, of course, wouldn't it be nice for Susan and Rick and I to come back? But
Yeah.
again, like I said earlier, just having Johnny and his son connect again, just like how, Ralph and Billy connected and tried to, come together because they've been rivals for so long. And I think, raising 2 children in a single parent household is tough enough. And when you don't have that relationship with, like my kids didn't have the relationship with their father. So
yeah,
when I see, Billy and I go, oh, come on, you guys just get together. It's,
yeah.
So having them come together as a team, maybe the 4 of them would be really cool. Yeah. Teaming up against the guys.
I still think if Kreese loses, he ain't gonna leave though.
He's not going anywhere.
Yeah, because he's like, Kreese don't ever. He gets his butt kicked, but he still wants to fight everybody. So
he's like, I don't care what you guys do, I'm not leaving. I love it.
Yeah, like Mr. Miyagi beat the crap out of him, and he still sits there and talks crap about him. That's just how he is.
But that's what makes the show. You gotta have the ups, the downs.
Yeah.
You gotta have those arcs.
Oh yeah. I just want to thank you for coming on today. It was great to be able to talk to you.
I so appreciate you giving me this opportunity. It's been a blessing. I've done about 3 other interviews, and I've got a couple next week. And just the outpouring of love for everyone on the show and the show itself, it's really near and dear. I was just looking at some of these, and I guess I can respond later, maybe.
Yeah, it's up to you. It doesn't matter either way.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. You stay safe.
All right, you stay safe. Have a good day.
Keep in touch. Take care.